I'm going to take a guess and say that um, gold is going to remain difficult to trade and erratic until the bubble in the stock market pops. Gold is kind of the anti-stock market trade. Not always, it's not a perfect correlation, but you can see here as the stock market was rolling over in 2002 and 2008, that triggered uh, a fairly large seaway move from about 700 to over 1,000 in gold. Um, so gold was trading inversely to the stock market. As the stock market was rolling over into that big correction, almost a bear market in 2011, that was uh, triggered the final uh, C wave top in gold uh, in 2011, and then once the Fed started QE3 and got the stock market moving back up, gold started its bear market. So basically moving inversely to the stock market. Once the stock market started to roll over into the 7-year cycle low, that was when gold completed its bear market bottom. I I am still in the camp that says this bear market bottom will hold, uh, but I don't think it's going to be easy to trade gold uh, for the next year or so. You can also see here just as soon as the stock market was turned back around on election night, then gold rolled over into this very extended, very stretched intermediate cycle, and sentiment got extreme. We had a nice bounce out of that yearly cycle low, but it hasn't gone anywhere near as far as I was expecting it to go, and it's kind of starting to run into headwinds here, and I think that's just because the stock market has broken out to new highs, and I'm convinced we've started the bubble phase of this bull market. I think the day one was on election night, and so I suspect until the stock market completes its bubble and the bubble pops, that it's just going to be difficult in the metals market. We're just not going to get any, probably not going to get any big, huge, multi-month trending moves. We might be stuck in a back and forth kind of market for maybe the next year or so until the stock market bubble pops. And I know a lot of people, uh, a lot of people think the stock market is a bubble, and I do too. But I think it's at the very beginning stages of the bubble. Usually, um, most of the bubbles that I've seen, uh, you, you'll see price rally at least 100% in a year or less. Um, the Nasdaq seems to be the focus again of most of the really speculative money. So I guess I would watch that market. And so far, anyway, we've only rallied from the election night reversal. We've only rallied 16%. So and that's in about 5 months. So that doesn't qualify as a bubble that's ready to pop, in my opinion. I think we've got to go a lot farther before this bubble pops. So, if we started at 5,000, if we could get to 10,000 by, let's say, November of this year, then I would say we're probably at the stage where the bubble is ready to pop. But I suspect it's probably going to take a little longer than that. I suspect we're probably going to go into 2018 before the bubble would uh, reach the point where there's just nobody left to buy. Right now, I don't see that the kind of things that generally happen at a bubble top, and you'll see the public come into the market. Uh, as most of you remember, in 2006, 2007, Everybody you talked to was buying houses. People were getting rich buying houses. Um, Everybody, the general public, everybody was talking about the real estate market. Same thing happened in 2000 in the tech bubble. Every uh, Tom, Dick, and Harry was buying uh, tech stocks, and the conversation uh, in the general public at the time was how much money everybody was making in tech stocks, and I don't see that right now. I don't see everybody talking about how they're getting rich in the stock market yet. So I just don't see the signs that the stock market is near a bubble top just yet. And so I'm gonna guess that it's just going to remain difficult to trade the metals market here until the stock market completes its bubble, and then the bubble pops, and then at that point I think we'll probably see gold really start to trend uh, strongly in the upward direction, and then that would be when I think we would start the next uh, real phase of the gold bull market, and then we'd get our bubble phase in gold.